Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the middle of November. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Cancer. We can go ahead and get one more shuffle in here for you. Now, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are good for you. Do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. And as always, all of the links that I use, all of the decks that I use on my channel are linked in the description below this video if you'd like to pick up these tarot decks for yourself. All right, let me go ahead and let me take a few of these, and then we'll also take, I guess, 4 of these. And let me make sure we're all set up here and in view, and we'll get right into it. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, this is a card that will really connect to the idea of intuition. This is the biggest card of intuition in the tarot. You can see that the High Priestess here is emerging from water, having it's this idea or a symbolism of the High Priestess having just taken a deep dive within themselves, or they were diving deep into their inner knowledge or inner resources, or they were spending time sort of diving within themselves, and now they have emerged with some type of new idea or some type of new understanding. That is this idea here. The High Priestess, along with that, can represent hidden knowledge, secrets. It can be something that's maybe withheld from you. It can be esoteric knowledge. It can be just also a card of wisdom or knowledge or information also generally in life. It is interesting because there might be a love message here. The High Priestess would be somebody who's desirable. Everybody wants to be with the High Priestess, but nobody can. That's kind of one of the messages for the High Priestess when it comes to love. So if you are single, some of you may be kind of interested in somebody who's extremely desirable, or you might be somebody who is extremely desirable as well to others. Now, if I'm looking at this reading here, I see a lot of blue, okay? I see a lot of the color blue. This might connect to your communication or your throat chakra. Your throat chakra, which is associated with communication. It's something that I just felt like saying. I also just feel like this is a bigger reading. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas here on this reading. So I feel like some of you here are really kind of, I think some of you here are dealing with a major thing in your life, situation, thing, whatever you want to call it. For some of you, whatever it is, it feels big, okay, for you. Maybe not for somebody else, but for you, whatever you're going through right now feels big to you. In the current situation, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about divine law and order. This is somebody who will give you a fair shot. This is somebody who's extremely objective. This is somebody who's logical. And this is a card that is associated with authority and leadership as well in life. This could be a Libra. If you are dealing with a romantic connection, this person might have a good job. This person might be in charge of people at work. This person might be a leader in some respects, but they could also quite literally be like a Libra or another air sign. On a different level, if you're not here for love, some of you could be needing to have an important conversation with your boss as well. I know it's a little specific, but this is something that's coming in. Some of you are maybe waiting for information or wanting to deliver information to an important authority figure at work or something like that here. In the problem position, you have the Judgment card. The Judgment card here is very interesting in the problem position because this is a card of karma, okay? And really karma is just the accumulation of your actions. The thing about the Judgment card is it is number 20, and it is, I like to call the Judgment card the final boss because it is the final hurdle before you get to the world. Fortunately for you, you have the world in the outcome. So skipping ahead here, not to spoil the story, but you do have a very good combination for getting the Judgment card in the problem position, because basically right now I feel like some of you are trying to wrap something up. Okay, I think some of you are trying to complete something. This might be a project, but it might be something else. Like there's something important in your life that you are looking to complete right now. And right now, you're struggling a little bit with kind of closing the door on that, or closing out the cycle here with the Judgment in the problem position. But this will get completed. Okay, the cards are saying this absolutely will get completed, but right now you're at a sort of it's a little bit of a challenge. In the past, you have the Knight of Swords here. So the Knight of Swords, it does represent some type of quick event happening in one's life. This can talk about events that happen so quickly that you really just have to work off of gut instinct. Sometimes in life, we just have to be quick on our feet, right? There are some things in life we can't prepare for. Now, this is in the past, and so there might have just been a lot of things here going on related to communication. You might have been given a lot of information kind of like all at once recently. And you may have had to make a judgment call as you have the Judgment in the problem position. Some of you might find yourself questioning whether you made the right call. Some of you might find yourself questioning that because you didn't have a lot of time to decipher whatever happened here in the past. By the way, the other thing I wanted to say was, the reason why you might be struggling to complete something is because there's something that's a little bit hidden or mysterious here with the High Priestess. In other words, some of you need to dig for more info. Okay, some of you need to dig for more information here. That's something that I wanted to say as well with this reading. Now, in the future, you have the Chariot card here. So the Chariot is a very positive card. By the way, there are just really good things ahead for you in this reading. You have a very good reading here. There are very good things ahead. The Chariot, it is the card of Cancer, okay? The Cancer zodiac sign. The Chariot says that you, if it's not you, but I think this is you being victorious. It's a major card of success and victory. But it also says that, through self-discipline, you will achieve this victory. The best way that you can achieve a victory in life is to be self-disciplined and to kind of roll ahead or charge ahead towards something here. And so you showing up in the future is very good as somebody who is winning in this situation. To me, I think you're going through some type of test. You know what's interesting? I just there are a lot of interesting things in this reading, but I like to reread or research, reaffirm my knowledge of the cards by I always read different meanings of the cards in my downtime. And one of the things that I found with the Judgment card in my research of the Judgment card is that it can sometimes be you being evaluated by your boss and not knowing that you are being evaluated. Okay, you may, in other words, you may be, one of the things with the Judgment card is be careful of your next move because you could be in the process of being evaluated for a promotion. But the thing is, you don't know that, right? And what's interesting here is you have the King of Swords with the Judgment card. King of Swords, this can be your boss or your authority figure. And you have the Judgment in the problem position. So I would say keep your head down and keep working, is what I feel like saying here with the Chariot in the future. In the areas of your thoughts, this is in your mind, this is what you're aware of. You have the Star. So this is amazing because the Star represents healing, optimism, and hope for the future. It can also be a wish granted to you. It can be an Aquarius. You might be dealing with an Aquarius or a Libra. You're dealing with an air sign, I think, for many of you, as you have the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Star. Some of you could be dealing with that, or you might have like an air placement. Maybe you have an air moon or an air rising sign. But anyway, you can see light at the end of the tunnel. You have a vision in your mind here with the star. And the Judgment card would also, because I think this Judgment card is really important. The Judgment card might also suggest reaching up for higher guidance or accepting higher guidance. And the star is a card that can indicate connectivity within the universe or divine consciousness. And so, I think that for some of you here, basically it's like do you, okay? Like be the best version of yourself and let the rest up to the universe. As long as you are putting your best foot forward and you're doing every single thing that you can, there's nothing left for you to do. In the subconscious, what you can't see or what is hidden, you have the Two of Cups, which is a partnership. Again, I do think that some of you are in the running for being promoted here. I think that some of you are being promoted here. It is possible that some of you are stepping into a leadership role. This screams of promotion. Some of you, there could be a romantic connection here with an air sign as well. And I would say just try to be you, okay? Try not to be anybody else. If that's what you really want with this person, just be you. In the staff, this is the direction that you are headed. In your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have the Magician card. So the Magician is really a major sign of manifestation in the tarot. You can see that this person here has all of the tools in the palm of their hand, and they can essentially bring whatever it is that they want into their life, but they must take action. The problem for the Magician is action. That is the biggest hurdle for the Magician. They have all the talent in the world, but they must do. They must do. And if they do, they can manifest whatever they want into their life. It is also the card of Mercury. I said, and Mercury is the planet associated with communication. I did say that there is something about communication here that feels very important in this reading, okay? So some of you having important communication, having important dialogues, so forth and so on. In the external influence here, you do have the Queen of Swords. So we do have the King and the Queen of Swords. So, okay, there is a subset of you, there is a subset of people here that are interested in some type of romantic information. Okay, some of you are here for love, and what I would say that this is good because this is a counterpart here with the King and the King and the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. But with the Judgment card, it's like you need to make sure that you're not trying to be somebody else. Okay, you need to just be you and let the chips fall as they may, as they are, as they will, and just do that. Okay. Now for the majority of you who are here, you're here for something connected to work, and I think some of you here are really in the running for a promotion. Okay, and maybe it's, when I say promotion, I do think that many of you are being promoted from within your organization, but for others of you, this could look like you taking a higher paying job elsewhere as well, just some sort of upgrade in your career. But I think for many of you, this is connected to the idea of promotion here. In the hopes and fears, you do have this Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, there's a lot riding on this upgrade, we'll say, promotion, however it looks like for you, because this Nine of Pentacles in the hopes and fears to me would suggest that you're hoping for a little bit more financial freedom in your life. This person is financially independent. They can stand on their own 2 feet. And I think that for you, there's a lot riding on this, so to speak, because of this. I also think that for some of you here, if you're here for love, it's like maybe some of you have been single for some time, and it's because this person in a love reading, the Nine of Pentacles, this would be somebody who likes to spend time on their own. And this is somebody who's completely independent. And so it's like for some of you here, if you're the people who are here for love, it's like the person that you choose needs to give you your space. And essentially you're not interested in being taken care of. Like you don't want to rely on somebody else is the way I want to say it. You don't want to rely on somebody else here. In the outcome, you have the World card, which is very, very good in this reading because this is the completion of the challenge that's being put forward to you here with the Judgment energy. Okay. Number 20 into 21, judgment. I said, I think many of you are being evaluated for a job. Not to scare you, but just heads up. But also, there is this kind of final boss energy here, and I do think that you will complete the game, so to speak. You'll complete the level here, which in this case, the game that you're playing is trying to get promoted in your career, or for some of you, this is like attracting love into your life. But with the world, I definitely like that because it would suggest that you will have major success in this area. So very nice. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at these clarifications here. All right. So you have the 6 of Wands, you have the 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So notice how all of these wands are here, right? So wands do connect to career, work, and enterprise. And I was like, yeah, we didn't have any wands here on the board, but it felt very career related. So it makes sense now that you're getting these wands cards come in as the clarifiers. 6 of Wands is, exceeding expectations and being successful. 2 of Wands, you've been researching here. There's something about digging for information that's showing up for some of you. You have the 4 of Wands, which is about stability, structure, could also be a card of marriage. And the 8 of Cups is walking away from something that disappoints you or no longer serves you. Not sure what's going on there, but I think that, I see a lot of success in this, in whatever area that this is connecting to for you. And it may just mean that, in taking one role, you have to let go of, maybe like you move up one floor, right? And so you don't get to see the same people you see every day if you're getting promoted. Does that make sense? Like you worked on floor 4, now you're moving up to floor 5, and you don't get to see the same people you have to that you used to see every day. Something like that. Definitely not thinking that's a bad card. Main mail, gift, unexpected income, message of concern here. Some of you are really concerned about like a relationship situation. Again, I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised with the unexpected income and gift card. But with this message of concern, there's a lot riding on this for some of you here, whether it's in relationship or it's in the promotion area. And you're really ready to hear the news. You're really ready to hear the outcome here with gift and unexpected income. But just, I would say, easier said than done, but have patience, recognize that this is on the way. So this looks really incredible for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.